triangle crunch involves crunching in 3 different directions, touching 3 invisible points on a triangle. So we're going to start lying on the mat. Your knees are bent, your feet are wider than your hips. Your hands can be directly above your chest, or they can be over your head. And remember, we're doing a triangle, so the bottom point is your right foot, your right heel, then you want to go up, and then your left heel, and then back up to center. So, crunch up to the right foot, go back, up to center, engaging those shoulders, to your left heel, back, and then return to center. So we're touching all 3 points of your of your triangle. So the right, the center, left, back up to center or top, and then right, back up to center, left, and back up to center. Now, if those are difficult for you, you can start by a lower range of motion. So you want to monitor your form and get your form proper before you increase your range of motion. So you can just go here to here to here and use proper form rather than struggling to get all the way up here and your feet coming up and your body, rocking all over the place, because without proper form you're not really engaging your abs. So just work on your form. And then once you've got your form monitored, you feel like you have the abdominal strength, then go ahead and increase that range of motion. Because ultimately you want to get your back completely off of the floor while doing this activity. Now, a great way to practice these is grab something to place your feet between. I'm going to demonstrate with an equalizer bar. You can also use a chair, the bottom of a chair, and just put your legs, put your feet right by here. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. And that way that just keeps my legs a little more stable. It's like having somebody holding your feet while you're doing crunches. So, and then you just use the feet of the bar as your goal, and then the top of the bar as the top of the triangle. So this is difficult just by having your feet pressed against the sides of the EQ bar or the legs of a chair. It'll help you increase that range of motion. Alright, so there's a great way to practice. Now, if you want to progress, you have 2 options. Grab a dumbbell and just hold it, or a medicine ball or a kettlebell or any weight that you prefer to hold in both hands. If you're going to hold a weight, make sure you keep it just above your chest. You don't want to go over your shoulders because you don't want to risk injuring your rotator cuff. So you're just adding some weight, and then you perform the same movement. Right foot, top of the triangle, left bottom of the triangle. Back to the top. Make sure you go back to the top in between each corner. And by holding this dumbbell, you're also engaging your shoulders just a little bit more when you're at the top here. And finally, if you have a BOSU, grab your BOSU and do your triangle crunches on there. That'll also help you increase your range of motion, but it's going to challenge your stability. So you can do this with or without a weight. So again, it's just the same movement. Make sure your back is centered on the dome of the BOSU, on the bullseye. And so there's your foot, to the top, to the foot, back to the top. Grab a dumbbell, increase your resistance. And some people who have lower back pain when doing crunch activities, the BOSU actually gives your back a little bit more support. Makes it a little, not easier to do, but it just makes it easier to do without pain. So some people find that using the BOSU helps increase their range of motion because they're not having to engage their back muscles as much, but they're still engaging their lower abs. So, there you go. Lots of options for the triangle crunches. Pick whichever works for you, challenge yourself, and work your way up from there. And enjoy.